morning, and welcome to Winnipeg. And I do believe we're getting a sunrise this morning. Kind of plain, but at least we can see it this time. What is it now, 6 days since we've had a sunrise? We were doing pretty good there for a while. We're having sunrises almost every day. Now, my plan for today is to continue on. I don't know how many of you saw the 8K special that I uploaded this morning, but you'll know already how I got to this place. That's going to be the rollback. Today's episode, don't know how it's going to go. I'm probably going to be spending quite a bit of time on these little guns here. Oh, Andy, Photo Etch Bender Andy sent a comment. I'll have to dub it in so that you can read the details on it. But it turns out that the reason that these guns look familiar is because they were made, the Allies and the enemies and everybody, they all had this same model of gun. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know what to think about that. You know, I'm creating something and I'm going to sell it to everybody so they can go out and kill each other. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Oh well, that's we human beings are so funny. There's nobody funnier than people, you know. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on here and I'm guessing I'm going to try and do at least 10 of these today, and then 10 the next day, and so on and so on, and eventually I'll get done. And then I want to check our hull and see how that came out. I didn't look at it yesterday that I can remember anyway. So I think we're just about ready to sand that putty down and make it ready for painting. What kind of painting, I don't know. What color of painting, I don't know. But anyway, we'll get it ready for whatever. Let's just carry on. Okay, this is number 12. And I think, if I remember right, one of them is actually in the right place. None of them are perfect, but from arm's length, or even closer, they're going to look okay. Let's check out the hull and see how our seam that we puttied up the day before yesterday is coming. Okay, it's probably going to take a lot of, you might say, elbow grease here to get this sanded down. And once again, I don't want to be handling my camera after I got all this powder on here. The way I do it is I'll sand for maybe just a few seconds actually, and then what happens is the sandpaper loads up, and I vacuum the sandpaper out, and I vacuum off this, and then I go at it again for 5-10 seconds or so, and this process goes on probably 20 times or more, and it seemed to work pretty good. And this is actually the same piece of sandpaper that I started out with. It actually feels pretty good. So I'm just going to continue to use it until I notice it's not, if it's not loading up with powder, then it's not working right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll just move you in here quickly, and we'll just take a quick look at this, and then we'll look at it afterwards when it's at the point where I think it's probably ready to receive some paint. This side is pretty good. I did a much better job troweling it on. Okay. Gotta be careful how I handle this thing. I keep forgetting how long it is. I'm not feeling anything where the plastic stops and the feathering starts. I think I can feel something there, just very, very slight. So that means that if this was painted with glossy paint, which is not, this will probably show. However, on the other side, which is the side that is going to be visible from the outside, okay, I am seeing what appears to be a little crack there. I'll just put the macro lens on. Very, very slight, but I can see it. Okay, I'm not going to go try and pick it out or anything like that, but in relation to the holder downer here, gives you an idea of just how big it is. And it runs from about here to about here. And I'm thinking that maybe what I should do is mix up a very light solution of filler and just put it in that crack and just redo this one little area here. It's only about 2 centimeters long, but I'm pretty sure that I will be able to see that after it's painted, unless I was to really, really flood the paint in there. But I don't think that's going to happen, especially if I end up using the airbrush. The airbrush will show every little detail, of course. So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna mix up some stuff, and maybe I could do that on camera. Okay, I'm just gonna try and put it in a crack here, and then we'll sand this down later. I know it would be really nice to have something else maybe that wouldn't shrink, but I can't think of anything that doesn't shrink. Now let's just sort of poke it down in the crack. I'm using one of Gabe's swabs here without the swab. Okay, I think I've covered the worst of it here. No, that's not gonna work. That's gonna end up taking it out. Okay, I think probably most of it is going to stay in there. Yeah, I've got a brush here that I've just wetted a little bit with some water, because it looks to me like possibly. Okay, I think that's going to be better now. Okay, let's just leave that. Okay, we'll let that dry. And I'll probably work on it later tonight once I think it's probably dry enough to sand. It already looks like it's dry, but of course it can't be. Anyway, I did notice that the tracking for the parts for the pulpit are in Toronto. They're probably on their way to Winnipeg now, so they could come any day. In fact, I heard my mailbox rattle a while ago, and I thought, oh, maybe that's what's in the mailbox, but it wasn't. No, it was a renewal for my house insurance. Yeah, it comes every year about this time. Anyway, okay. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor. So, yeah, I'm getting a coffee visitor pretty soon. There'll probably be a rollback tomorrow. There won't be an 8K special. We'll try and get things back to normal a little bit. I don't know if that 8K special or having 2 videos per day is a good idea or not. In some ways it's good, in some ways it isn't. Now I'm noticing I got some little portholes here that I got 3 portholes that I've accidentally filled up. I guess I better take my little drill bit and try and clean those out. Otherwise they're gonna, when I paint them over, they're just gonna be just flush with the side of the hull. Okay, I don't have any other news. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.